go. Good morning, everyone. It is about 8:30 here in Omaha, Nebraska, the mighty Midwest. And I'm about to have a sip of my morning cup. I do drink tea sometimes, but I love cinnamon nut swirl is my favorite. I've been drinking it for years. I do vary, but this is the one I like the most. Folks, I really do need to start up with a bit of self-promotion here. Tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday. I'm getting ready to pull up some background music here from the album Interlude because I'm real proud of it, and I would it's not all the same sounding. Okay, there's a variety of moods and things going on. Like this one, Set It Up. This one was part of the grouping of tracks that I put together that ended up on Future Still. And because of time, since we wanted to do it on vinyl and they wanted to keep it within the vinyl parameters time-wise, this was saved until now. So this is on Interlude, along with some really melodic, moody, beautiful pieces of music. I was like, well, obviously I like it. I made it. But I want to announce for Bandcamp Friday for people overseas. I know that a fair amount of people are watching me all over the world. And that postage. See, I just like the way this moves. Yeah. This shit sounds really good loud. Okay, let me stop it. Yeah, see, I'm captivated by the music, or else I wouldn't even be bothered, okay? So, I know that a lot of people around the world watch me, and when I made the deal with Discus Music on the Muse, those sold. As I've explained, I'm leaving Martin Archer alone, asking for the favor again because I understand the nature of his business. But I would love to have you folks overseas have a copy of my new CD. So to sweeten the pitch for Bandcamp Friday, folks outside of the US, if you buy Interlude on Bandcamp Friday tomorrow, I will include in your order a free copy of my other release this year. Well, one of 5 releases this year. Woven Territories, the collaboration between myself and sound artist Brian Day. He's on tour right now in Europe. He's been posting some wonderful pictures from his shows. He just played in Liverpool. He was in Ireland. I don't know where else he's playing. Really wonderful collaboration. So like I say, for overseas folks, I have to include Canada because Canada postage is $17. It's ridiculous. The CD is only $10. So it's a 2-for-1 if you're outside of the US tomorrow only. And I do encourage it. I'm real proud of this music. Also proud to say that I'm being approached by more people now for work. I'm just now talking to a fellow. I'm talking to him now. Okay. I showed you the record. So he's been kind of bugging me about wanting to collaborate. And I just went ahead and just said, well, I'm kind of reclusive, kind of hesitant. I'm not really looking to just collaborate wildly, and then he got to the point, which is no. Well, I'm looking for some specific work, paid work. Now we're talking. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, you want my services? We can talk. Folks, I don't mind telling you that at this point, I'm having to help out family members, during these tough times. So I'd really appreciate the support. I don't like feeling guilty about spending my money on myself and buying records, and I won't. But lately, there's been a need for me and family members who can to rally around those who are having a tough time now. So what I'm saying is that your money will help my family. Your support of the channel is not just supporting me. And I just don't want to do Patreon. I don't like rules, and I don't like that sort of thing. Even my nephew, not Karim, but my other nephew, Sean, who hasn't been here for quite a long time, he tries to get me to do what everyone else is doing, which is get a logo, get an intro, formalize your introduction. No, I want to keep it like this. I want to just keep it natural. I enjoy this. I don't enjoy necessarily doing business. I like hanging out and talking for a second. So yesterday was a busy day, really. Whoa, my camera. How's that for some something different? Only played one record yesterday because I was busy with my computer and just working out some bugs with this new computer and my audio interface, which I don't know why, folks. I'm sorry that the volume is an issue. It's really interesting. I use the same camera, recorded and uploaded a little ad or a little thing to Instagram using the same setup right now to encourage folks to do Bandcamp Friday, and the volume is much louder than it is now. I don't know why. I have everything on 100. So turn your I'm sorry for the folks who have their volume all the way on 100. I don't know what else to do, okay? All the settings that I can find for audio, including the software for the camera, it's on 100. So I don't understand the difference in volume, why the direct use of the camera is so quiet, and then when I upload to another app, it's loud. I don't know. So the only thing I played yesterday was this all the way through. Morphosa or Harmonia. Thomas Wydler was with the Swans when I just saw them recently. And this other guy, Toby Dammit, I guess is playing drums for Iggy and the Stooges. This is really wonderful, and it didn't break the slow dive spell, but this is beautiful, and it's interesting because it's mostly instrumental, and I didn't put my package back together right, and it's a little bit hard to describe. There's parts that are really, really pretty. Oh, man. Well, in a little while, I'm going to be taking the air conditioner out of the window, so in the morning you won't hear things outside so loud. I actually missed getting up and getting my garbage out, but I took it pretty seriously when ecology started to be an issue back in the day, back when it was still popular in a way to be um, ecologically conscious, and when things were seemingly moving in a positive direction towards trying to save the planet. I don't use a lot of garbage. I don't make a lot of garbage. I'm not constantly. If you see this, Karim, I really noticed about the difference between when you were staying with me for a couple of weeks and me. The volume of garbage just was that one-headed person in my house was almost like it tripled. Um, so I can go a week without taking the bin out because it'll still be just one bag of garbage. It's conscious. It's a conscientious thing. That's why I go on about rich people. You get rich and you don't give a fuck. You just, well, I'm rich and I can do whatever I want and I can pay for it and I can have it and that's what I'm going to do. And that's the name of the game. So the other thing that got played yesterday, it is easy to forget CDs, but House of Love, I've talked about them. This is their track, The Girl with the Loneliest Eyes. So beautiful. Well, there's some ASMR for you. The sound of garbage being picked up. A truck. I still maintain, for my taste, this is one of the best bands ever to come out of England. Don't talk to me about Blur or Oasis. They don't even rate compared to House of Love and Slowdive and the other bands that I like. I'm talking about my personal taste. I'm not saying everybody, you're supposed to think like me. I'm saying this is what I like. Oasis can't even carry these guys' luggage. This shit is exquisite. So glad I got to see the House of Love and meet the guy Chadwick with his nutty ass. Didn't take me long to realize that this is a guy I could really get along with. Could see it in his eyes. He's a crazy artist. Nutty guy. That's a compliment, what I mean. It's a compliment. Not the same as some people I met who are on the edge of being mad. A mad genius. Okay, so just for variety's sake, this little box that you see sitting here, and ooh, look at that. I got to do some dusting. Typical male. This is I got this back when we were using floppy disks in the computer. And then when that went obsolete, it became a carrier for 3-inch CDs. I have a little collection here, and unfortunately, many of them are scuffed up and kind of damaged. Not damaged, but they're just not in pristine condition. But 3-inch CDs. How many of you folks still have 3-inch CDs? Like, for example, there's a whole series of these Beatles. I only have this one. Love Me Do. Back when this was trying to be a thing, there was a whole series of these 3-inch CDs by the Beatles. And this one I had to get because this is the song that got me. Not I Want to Hold Your Hand. Love Me Do was the song by the Beatles that I heard as a little boy that really captivated me. I was never impressed with the Beatles' versions of black music. Long Tall Sally and all that, Kansas City. I never cared for that. It was really obvious compared to the originals that there wasn't nothing. It was when the Beatles were being themselves. Bring me that English shit, y'all. That's what I like. So that's why I got that one. What else do I have here? Prince, Arms of Orion. And this one is, it's unfortunately, like I said, little beat, but it's a Japanese CD that comes in. They have these long boxes that you can mount these in. I have a few in the other room. I've showed them. Let me, won't show everything. Another Prince Party Man. These are cool. What else do I have? Some Peter Gabriel with You So Endure, Shaking the Tree. I got Salisbury Hill on 3-inch CD. You know, I mean, they're scuffed because I didn't, no plastics. I never endeavored to try to, like, make plastic covers for these. So they're scuffed. The covers are. But I got them. I got some Frank Zappa. Zombie Wolf on 3-inch CD. Which one is this one? Sexual Harassment in the Workplace. These are kind of cool. And I got one more. Montana Whipping Plus. Frank Zappa on 3-inch CD. How much fun is that? I have some obscurities that are maybe not as interesting. So I'm trying to show what I have that I think is interesting. Wire Eardrum Buzz on 3-inch CD. These, I got a few of these. Which one is this? Paradise. I love this song by Sade. Paradise. No cover. I have another one like that. I'll just keep showing them. So here's one, unfortunately, that got water damaged. Sledgehammer on 3-inch CD. Great B-side. Don't Break This Rhythm. It's a great song. Oh, I've got another Zappa here. Peaches and Regalia. When he was doing the thing on, he had a deal with Rykodisc for years. And then my friend Frank, first time he got to see Hot Chip live, I didn't go to the show up in Minneapolis, but he went, and at the show, some of the swag was this 3-inch CD that you could only get there at the show, live in London. I like Hot Chip, although their last album I didn't buy. It was disappointing to me. XTC, Senses Working Overtime. These are cool, aren't they? Look at this, Skinny Puppy. Texture. So here's one where I tried to, I made one plastic, still a little, okay. Biko, Peter Gabriel. So this one's in pretty decent shape. But I was late to the game, and so most of these are a little beat. But this is what I'm showing this morning. XTC, Mayor of Simpleton, Soundgarden, Flower. They played here before they were big, and I definitely hung out with them after the show, smoked some weed with Kim and Ben, and Chris Cornell was hanging. He didn't want to smoke. He was already dealing with his head regarding seeing what was coming ahead. It was interesting talking to him. He could already see what was coming. It was very interesting. This is cool. The Blue Nile, a single from Downtown Lights on a 3-inch CD, huh? What? I'll be dog. I don't know how this happened, but I have they're 2 different versions. That's why. Okay. 2 Prince Arms of Orions. I wonder how that happened, though. That's interesting. Another Genesis, the Spot the Pigeon EP on 3-inch CD. Now I'm looking for, yes, I knew it. I have a Sakamoto, David Sylvian and Ryuichi Sakamoto, Forbidden Colors, 3-inch CD. And I thought I had, yes, David Sylvian, Words with the Shaman, 3-inch CD. These are kind of unique. I don't think they're worth money. They're just unique. Here's okay, there it was hiding. Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd on 3-inch CD. And another David Sylvian. Pop song. Cool. Yeah, these are cool. A couple more. Tracy Chapman talking about a revolution. Yeah, she's great. Tracy Chapman is a great artist. And Eno from Another Green World. So that was fun. That's fun. Now, besides those, I got from a vinyl community member and musician Mark Smotroff sent me a CD. I forget the name of it, but this came with it, a 3-inch DVD dub. And also, I made some for myself because for a while you could buy rewritable 3-inch CDs. I don't know if you can now. So I made some, just me, DV8 stuff at home. Just for fun, Here's a group that I was a part of that I hardly ever talk about. I heard from the guy recently. We had a bit of a falling out, and then we have made peace, but he doesn't live here, and so I don't endeavor to stay in touch. But Ernst was a project that was led by an Alan Haynes, who I was real close to, and I still love him. But, some people, you get to a point where it's like, well, we're best to just, go our separate ways. Oh, before I'm done, these are beat, but I have 2 Residence 3-inch CDs. This one is from Holy Kiss of Flesh, from God in Three Persons, and one more from the God in Three Persons, Double Shot. 3-inch CDs. I don't know if he's watching anymore, but I received music from a Robin Taylor. I forget the name. Taylor's Free Universe. And they had these 3-inch CDs, which I just think are just way cool. I do. So there you go. That's what I'll show today. I want to go ahead and end again by... Thank you, Russell, if you see this. I got your order this morning. I will go ahead and mail it today. Thank you. And you'll be happy to know that it did register. I made... It's not a freebie. A digital download might have been a freebie today. Tomorrow, all the digital downloads I'll get money from. But most importantly, it's the physical sales. And as I keep saying, really quite importantly, pardon me for doing this while I'm talking to you, I really do want people to listen to this music and also to let me know what's the effect. It can be for you. For me, it's music for living. I need to make this music. I need to do it. It's something I need to do, and it's a sound that I need to hear. I'm glad I'm able to make it. So it can be mood music. It can be background music, but it can be foreground. There's a lot to take in. There's music on there to dance to. Real proud of Interlude. I'd love it on vinyl eventually. So that's what I'd like to share today. And you all take care. Only other thing I can say is just words of love, words of concern. Take care of yourselves and just stay sane. Let me know how you're doing.